Hello and welcome to UPSC Domain. Today, I am bringing a very fundamental topic of Indian polity, that is types of majority under the Indian Constitution. So let's get started. When a bill is tabled in the House of Parliament or in the state legislature, there must be debate and discussion. And after this debate and discussion, voting takes place. In this body, there must be support of majority of votes to get the bill passed. And in this way, any types of bills, motions, resolutions has to be passed under different types of majority provided under the Indian Constitution. Before we move to the types, first let us try to understand the meaning of majority. In the parliamentary procedure, majority means the larger part or more than half of the total. It relates to votes. So majority means more than half or more than 50% of the total vote. Such majority, that is more than half or more than 50% of total vote, has different types, such as simple majority, absolute majority, effective majority, and special majority. Let us try to understand all these types of majority one by one. And first, simple majority. It is a majority of more than 50% of members present in voting. Here says present in voting. So it will count only those members who are present at the time of voting. It will not count those absentees, those members who are absent from the voting, and the vacant seats also. Suppose in a house, if the total strength is 545, and on the day of the voting, only 500 members present. So this type says only more than 50% of this 500 is required to pass any types of bills, motions, resolution under this type of majority. So it should be 251 members. Minimum required votes to pass any types of bills or motions under this type of majority is 251, because it requires only members who are present at the time of voting. The number of members present at the time of voting is 500 only. So such type of majority is used in passing any types of ordinary bills, in passing any ordinary bills, confidence motion and no confidence motion, and many others. So now coming to type number 2, type 2, absolute majority. It is the majority of more than 50% of the total strength. Here says total strength. So the total strength is 545. The minimum required vote is more than half of this 545, because 545 is the total strength. It requires more than half of this total 545. 545 is the total strength. So it should be 273 votes. The minimum number of votes under this type is 273, because total strength is 545. But this type of majority is not used in the general business of the house, but it is used in the formation of new government after the general elections. And type 3, effective majority. It is the majority of more than 50% of the effective strength of the house. Here says effective strength. Effective strength means total strength minus vacancy. There may be some vacancy in the house due to resignation or the death of the members. We have to subtract those vacancies from the total strength. Let's take 15 seats are vacant in a house. The total strength is 545. So we have to subtract this 15 seats from the total strength of 545, and the remaining is 530. 530 is the effective strength. Now this type of majority says more than 50% of this 530, because 530 is the effective strength. So now the minimum number of votes under the type is 266. Minimum number of votes required is 266. So this type of majority is used in the removal of vice president, speaker and deputy speaker of the Lok Sabha and state legislatures. Now coming to last type, number 4, special majority. This special majority has 3 subtypes under Article 368, under Article 249 and under Article 61. These 3 subtypes are all special majority, but they are different. Let's try to understand one by one. And first, Article 368. This Article 368 requires 2 criteria. Number 1, more than 50% of the total membership of the House. And criteria number 2, not less than 2/3 of the members present in voting. And this type of majority is used in the removal of judges of Supreme Court and High Courts. And it is also used in the amendment of the Constitution itself. in the amendment of the Article 368 itself. But when the amendment, when the amendment affects the federal polity of India, such as election of the president and its manners, when such bills are discussed in the House, after passing by the House, it has to be passed, it has to be ratified by half of the state legislature. When the amendment affects the federal structure of the polity, it has to be ratified by half of the state legislature. And now coming to 249. Under Article 249, it requires not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting. It is used by the Rajya Sabha to pass a resolution when Parliament wants to enact a law in the state subject, in the state list. So, next coming to Article 61. Article 61 talks about the impeachment of the president, and it requires not less than 2/3 of the total strength of the House. Here says total strength. Because of this, it is the toughest types of majority provided under the Constitution, because it requires 2/3 of the total strength of the House, irrespective of the vacancy, irrespective of the absentees. It will count whole total strength of the House. That is 545. It will count whole strength 545. So it is the toughest majority provided in the Constitution. It is used in the impeachment of the president. So this is about the types of majority provided under the Constitution. And if you like this video, if you like this initiative, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and share to all your fellow aspirants. That's it for today from my side. Keep watching. Have a great day.